All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ben Dixon here with another episode of MLM Monday. Super excited to connect with you, gang. Just got back from Denver, Colorado. Had a fantastic event with our client and the crew over at Bonvera. Have had back-to-back events each week. Have been in Florida with clients, in California, in Denver. And everywhere we speak and talk about this idea of predictive action logic, people are getting really excited, and they're getting excited for good reasons, and that's what we'll jump into in the show. If you're here and you're just joining us live, go ahead and type in watching live. If you're watching on replay, go ahead and type in replay and where you're watching from. All right, we're gonna have some fun today talking about the simple reasons why this science is winning in the space, why it's making a big difference, why it's a big deal to those that are checking it out and being a part of it here in the space. So first off, I think we should define it. What is predictive action logic? What is predictive action science? Why are people using that in the space? So the big key comes back to just a lot of the older stuff we've done for years in the space of direct selling. You know, for a long time, people have always thought about, what reports and tools do we need to give our representatives, our independent folks, so that they can win in the space? What types of reports would help them know what to do so that they could be effective in their day and make a real difference? In the world, because of the gig economy, has moved in some really interesting spaces. And it's important for us to understand how this has pushed us, because it's really good. In the past, we'd said, well, we'll just train people to follow our processes. Well, as we've evolved, right, more and more people depend on less and less training and look for more intuitive processes to get stuff done, right? There's all sorts of books you guys can read, like Don't Make Me Think by Steve Krug. There's tons of work done by Apple Computers on innovation and creating things that are intuitive. You hear that word all the time. And so what does it really mean as we evolve as a direct sales network marketing world? Well, it means that we want new people who have never done this business before to plug into it. And when they're touching and feeling our systems and our back office and our devices, it has to be intuitive and not require tons of training to be able to know what to do. And so it's got to be almost 2 years now. We made the decision at our team to move from this idea of a reporting culture to an action culture. The idea that instead of serving up reports where people are supposed to translate what it is they're seeing in their mind and then know what to do because of that report, to actually just telling them the actions to do. And at the conventions where we've launched this type of stuff over the last few weeks, it's been really powerful to see people's reactions because they get it. It's just logical, right? Like, don't you believe that, every new person that joins your company, that their best chance of success is if one of your top leaders was just in their home, in their living room for their whole first week in the business. So as they're following up with people and they leave a voicemail, and they're going to send a text, they could say, is this good? Is this good? Or they could, as they're following up with someone who came to a webinar but didn't sign up, or a Facebook Live, they could say, hey, is this good? Is this good? Right? As they're working with that leader. Well, what we've ended up doing in the space and what's been really powerful these last few weeks is creating what's called an action engine. So we've actually built our own engine where we can actually codify top leaders' brains and how they react in different situations, right? So if they were going to invite someone to go check out a website or a video, what would they say? If the person didn't go, what would they say? And what would they say next? And what would they say next? And if someone went to the website but didn't fill out the form, what would you say? And what would you say next? And what would you say next? And if you actually went to the website and filled out the form but they didn't buy, what would you say? And what would you say next? And what would you say next? And we go through countless scenarios to where at the end of the process, we're serving up to the actual member, right, in a mobile application, the actual relevant real-time actions that are most important. We'll wheel it down to their top 3 actions for prospecting, top 3 actions for members and customers on their team, and literally just say, hey, at this moment, this is the best thing you can do right now. Just imagine how that clears away the noise. You think about the culture that Uber's created for people in the gig economy, right? Uber's not amazing because people are making tens of thousands of dollars a month Ubering around. Uber's amazing to the average individual because they have a choice to turn on income when they'd like to turn on income and turn it off when they'd like to turn it off, right? If they want to go buy some gift for their daughter or their son and money's tight this month, or if they're short on rent, or if they have a real need for a medical bill or health insurance, what Uber does that's so special is it provides a vehicle where they can make that extra $200 or $300 that they require by just going to work and then being done in the system. And that's what's very special. And for a brand new person who's never been in direct sales or network marketing before, there's an entire movement of corporate groups in direct sales and network marketing today that are actually putting the work in so that they can provide that type of experience to their members. Do you get it? That's the big difference, is predictive action logic, what it's doing, what the science is doing for direct sales and network marketing, is allowing people to see that, man, I can do this vehicle, right? I can use my phone or my computer and I can see my top actions at any time that actually create income in my life. So if I got 10 minutes today to do something for my business, this is the best thing I can do, right? If I have 5 minutes today, this is what I can do. So it allows them to lower the amount of time in their brain that they feel is required to even take action in their business. So inherently, more people take action. So this is a powerful science. There's a series of webinars and meetings coming up on predictive action science. If you are running a direct sales company and you're interested in how to apply this inside of your infrastructure and how to move away from a reporting culture to an action culture, to where people are just prompted to take the best actions at each time, and the reporting that can come along with that for you as a company, definitely something to reach out to, where I'll be doing some more webinars here for the Direct Sales Executives Forum as well. And so if you are interested in plugging into any of that, send me a private message here on Facebook or comment below, and we'll be glad to connect to you. So think about what that would mean in your company's life. So if you're a rep in the space and you want to introduce maybe the owners of your direct sales company this type of logic, it's powerful because we can codify the top things you're doing that are working in the space and use those as prompts and triggers for people on your team, right? People on your team could build your way, the ultimate duplication, where in whatever scenario they're in with a prospect or a customer or a team member, we could prompt them with what you would do in that situation. So do you see how special that is? It's on-demand, instant coaching, instant predictive actions, instant information of what you should do in that scenario. Instead of them saying, hey, what should I do? That's the key. So be thinking about that type of real-time information is available today, and that is the game changer that we see here in the space in 2019. I want to thank you guys for jumping on to live and letting me share this predictive action science with you. It's a powerful, powerful piece. Had an opportunity to share for an hour in 2 different sessions last Friday on it in Colorado, and spoke about it a week before in Miami and a week before that in California. And it is changing the way people interact in the space. So be cognizant of what's possible, and it changes the way you look at things. All right, we'll talk with you soon, folks. Bye for now.